Hey YouTube, this is PowerBricks and I'm back with another LEGO Megazord review for the Power Rangers Engine Soul or the Beast Sentai Engine Mon. Now this is the second mech that we have for the series. This is for the Green Ranger and it's actually really interesting. So we have three specific Zords here for today. We have the Green Elephant, we also have the Purple Condor or Violet, and then we have the Silver Shark. Now the Elephant is based off of some sort of army truck, and it has like guns and stuff. This is like a little different though, but it's kind of like a military type team. You have the land team, which is the big tank. Then we have the sky, which is the Condor helicopter, and then we also have the submarine, which is the Hammerhead Shark. Now, really interesting set, and you guys are gonna love these. So, without further ado, let's get into it. But first, we're gonna take a look at the Rangers and all of the new engine keys. So in case you didn't see part one, I'm just going to show you guys. These are the original Rangers. We have Ranger number 1, which is the red crocodile. The number 2, which is blue rhino. Then we have Ranger number 3, which is the black bat. Ranger number 4, which is the yellow eagle. And Ranger number 5, which is the panda. So those are the Rangers. Now, these are the new Rangers that I drew up today. I have the green elephant, which is number 6 right here. Very similar to the rest of them, but there's a slight change. He has a shoulder pad. So yeah, that's the thing. That's probably the only difference. But anyway, we have number 7, which is gold, and this one's really cool. You guys are going to see this guy for the next video. Really awesome. And then we have number 8, which is the Peacock Ranger. So really, really nice. Get a good look at the detail. I just made a quick little sketch. I did it all freehand with a pen. I didn't use any pencil guidelines or nothing, just because I just wanted to draw it real fast. So there it is. You can see this Ranger. I'm super excited for him. Now, let's take a look at the engine keys, which is one of my favorite things. So I gotta move this to the side and boom, we got the engine keys. So these are all of them. This is number 1, which is the Croc. Number 2 is Rhino. 3 is Bat. 4 is Eagle. 5 is Panda. And 6 is the Elephant. Now, there is something interesting. I did, you'll see, as we go through the rest of the engine keys, the numbers get distorted because I ran out of space, and I also just tried to fit everything in this one picture. I didn't want to waste paper. But today we're looking at number 6, which is the Elephant, and we're also looking at number 7, which is Condor, and 8, which is Shark. And when we get to the auxiliaries, you guys will see number 9, which is Hercules. So it also combines with these 3. So it's really nice. So we got a lot of them, and we're going to go over all of them. You guys can take a little look. I'm not going to review these keys yet, but we're just going to take a look at these keys specifically because they're a part of the video. So without further ado, let's get into the juicy part, the Megazord. Okay, so here are our new Zords, and these things are absolutely beautiful. So before we get into the big guy himself, we're going to start off with the Shark since he's right in front. Now this is the Silver Hammerhead, and it actually, this entire set, I forgot to mention, is also, you know, it's inspired by Go Onger, of course. And if you guys seen the Mammoth thing, you know, it kind of resembles this guy, but he's like a longer train kind of thing. But besides that, he's actually inspired by Gao Hunter, or the Wild Force Predazord. You see the colorways with the green, the violet, and the silver. But I kind of reversed everything, and I kind of threw in that Jungle Fury vibe. But anyway, let's get to the Zord. So this right here is the Silver Hammerhead. It is absolutely beautiful. We have some gunmetal gray on the bottom to really give a great contrast to the silver. There's also some blue lining throughout the Zord, which really just is great for complementary colors. And when we put in the Hercules Beetle, when it combines with these, it just has a very, very beautiful flow of cool colors, which I really do adore about this set. And overall, all the Zords, they have really, really nice combos. So, articulation, the mouth can open like that. I didn't put any teeth because, you know, how's it going to fit here? But anyway, red eyes on the side, silver on top with liquid gold, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. We have a fin on the top, some vents to kind of give you that robotic feeling to let you know it's a robotic shark. There's also that pivot, kind of taking you back to that Gao Ranger day, or the Gao Ranger days. But yeah, he has that. There's also the tail in the back, which is nice. It has some silver on there, some liquid silver. Overall, pretty nice. I do enjoy this Zord. Very nice, classic, and it's a beauty. So next, we're looking at the Condor, and Condor is just beautiful. Really, really nice. I love this violet. The color scheme of violet, black, with the gunmetal gray really fits. and the gold, it just makes it stand out overall. So the propeller does rotate easily, which is pretty fun. I gave it an interesting shape, so when it spins, let me try to get it on camera. When it spins, it has like this ninja star look. Can you guys see it? It looks like a ninja star. Looks pretty cool, right? I will be using this mechanic again for another Zord, because I do want to make a Seppuku ninja type theme. So it's going to be pretty much Ninja Storm, but a little remixed. But it also has a propeller in the back. Pretty sweet. And there's also a mouth. So overall, really nice, and I like this Zord a lot. Now let's get to the big boy. So I'll be moving these to the side, and we're going to pull in the big elephant. So he has a lot of wheels on his body. You can see there's gold, silver, black, gunmetal gray. Just an overall really nice design. I love this Zord. It's really cool. It's like a little train, but it's not a train. But it could work like a train. Could you imagine it making the elephant noise? Woo, woo. I don't know, it kind of sounds like a train, but I kind of butchered that. But besides that, still a really nice Zord to look at overall. Now, one cool thing is that it can detach from the trailer, and you can just have the buggy itself, and it's a really cute little elephant thing. I really like this one. Really, really cute. This is a cool Zord though. When it's detached, it's cute. When it's with it, it's like super menacing. I don't know. But the trunk is articulated. It can move, and all of these points, it's on a hinge joint, so you can get a lot of movement with the trunk, and it's pretty nice. There are some cannons at the end for shooting, which is pretty cool. The tusks are articulated, but it's really for transformation, and if I fidget with it too much, they do pop off. I could have given it a little more clearance here if I just spaced it up just a little more, but I really don't want to do all that. The ears are also articulated, so you can do some little Dumbo action, which is sweet. I would give it that. The eyes are red, and overall, it's just a really cool Zord. I like this little guy. Well, it's not little, but it's pretty cool. But anyway, I still want to size compare these things, so I guess we'll size compare the elephant to the rhino. So here they are, side by side, next to each other. The elephant and the rhino are they're actually almost the same size. Honestly, the trunk just makes them a little longer, surprisingly. I don't know how that happened, but it happened, and they're around the same size. Well, I see why. If this was folded out, then he would be a lot longer, but this actually folds in, so it's a little different. Now, if I take it off of the buggy, he's of course, or the cab, I should say, when he's in his buggy mode, I guess, then he's around the same size as the bear or the panda right there. So a really nice, cool little comparison to feature these Zords in here. So they're all really cool, and they all have this interchangeable system to where they can work in a very similar way, to where they all limb swap like crazy, kind of like Gal, but it's a lot different. There's a lot of personality behind these. Someone mentioned that in my comments, but yeah, that's pretty much it for that size comparison between these guys. But I should bring out the red crocodile and the yellow eagle. All right, now we will compare the size of the eagle to the condor. They are about the same size, but the condor has a long tail, which is like a helicopter, so it's a little different. But they're still around the same size. The beaks are the same. Very similar models. That's what I wanted to do. I was thinking of Gal, how they use similar models but change the animal, but it was still like different. That's what I was really thinking. So these are kind of similar, but they are a lot different. So now that we've done those, we can get to these guys. You just move out the way, buddy. You've had enough screen time. All right, let's move it in just a little bit. All right, now here we are. We got the shark and the crocodile. They're about the same size. Honestly, they're all the same size because they all are arms. So pretty cool. I do like it. I do like to do this sometimes with the shark. I like to turn these backwards because it is a submarine, but sometimes I like to just do it like this. And it looks pretty cool for the most part. I'm not complaining. It does look just like a regular shark, honestly. But it's supposed to be like a shark submarine. But this is as far as I can get it. Okay. Alrighty. So that is it for this. Now let's get into the Megazord form. And we're going to do a little limb swapping. So let's do it. So this here is the Gear Beast Megazord, an absolute beauty of a Zord. This here just takes us back to the good old days. I'm talking about Predazord days. This is an absolute masterpiece. The overall coloring and the look of the toy really just screams awesome. I absolutely love it. So articulation, we got full 360 arms. You can see he's also holding some kind of mace, which might remind you of something. Let's say Jungle Fury, or maybe even the Geki Ranger. So the arms do move 360, and they can move outwards like that. They are on, and not this one though. I don't want to fit in with it, but this one can. But they can move 360. There is a bend on the elbow, right there. There is a little bit of knee movement. There is foot movement too, which is pretty sweet to get some foot articulation. There's also leg movement. His legs can kick forward and they can kick all the way back. They can also slightly bend, but not too much bending on the knees unless I unhinge it, and then I could get a little more bending. But if I hinge it like that, you know what I'm saying? That's when you play with the hinge, and that kind of messes with the stability of the figure as a whole. But overall, really, really nice foot articulation. He can get some pretty cool poses though, I will say that. Let me show you. Pose him up a little bit, give you guys a little look. There is head articulation too, by the way, guys. So you can look forward to that. There he is with his cool little pose. Looking absolutely awesome. I love this figure. This figure just takes me back to a day, man. This takes me back to a day. Okay, so overall the Zord looks really, really good. I think this is probably one of my most favorite Zords out of the line, but they all are my favorite, I can't even lie. This line is absolutely fire. Okay, I kid you not when I tell you that this whole toy line for these guys are fire. Now, you might have saw someone off to the side there. That is his buddy. This is the Beast Engine Megazord next to his friend. So these are the bros, the buddies. Let me get a better shot because you can't even see his whole head. It's just sitting there. All right, let me get these guys lined up because we're about to get into the limb swap gimmick. All right, so here it is. There he is. There they are. He's slightly taller, but they're overall the same height. They look pretty awesome. So let's get into the little limb swap gimmick, shall we? So first we're going to start off with the one that I've been wanting to do is the bat. So the bat, the really interesting thing, I thought of some cool little lore, is let's say these guys were more of a team, right? And the Bat Ranger, I say, is like Batman. So he was probably one of the lone wolves that didn't fight with the rest. So maybe one day they gain his trust, or he sees them as worthy adversaries or something, and then he joins with them and they have the 5-team combiner. But he's still a solo guy, so he's gonna go off and combine with this dude too. So we're gonna push this to the side for a little bit. Those 4 are mainly all locked in, they're like best friends. But this guy, he rides solo for the most part. He's like the extra agent. I was thinking of some kind of agency kind of theme, you know what I mean? So to combine this guy, it's actually pretty easy. I'm just going to show you here. Turn the wings around and just peg them in. Pretty simple. Yeah, it fits in perfectly. And here it is with the wings. Hey, this looks pretty dang clean. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this fits very well. But that's why I can't wait to show you guys Hercules. But here he is with the wings, guys. This is him in his battle mode. This looks really cool. All right, so he has this really cool articulated mace that he swings around. There's also the Predazord thing. You guys know I gotta do it. I'm gonna take this out for a second, but this is that thing that they all do with the mouth cannon thing. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna open up the bird mouth. Did I get out of focus? I don't even know what happened there. But yeah, something like, whoa, sorry buddy, didn't mean to pull that off. But something like that, you know, with the Gal Ranger blast thingy that usually happens. So overall, pretty cool. Okay, not mad at it. Now we're gonna try another limb swap gimmick really quickly. Okay, so here are the two with reversed limbs, and honestly, it looks pretty cool. This looks super stealthy for some reason. Just overall, the colorway, this fits really well, and this fits really, really well. This gives me like some Italian-Mexican vibe for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does, and I can't stop thinking like that. But this one gives me some kind of stealthy vibe. I don't know. Maybe it's the silvers and the dark gray. It really just makes it look stealthy. It's actually pretty cool. Overall, the limb swapping thing is super fun. You can do a lot with the limb swapping. You guys already know that these arms are highly articulated. There's at least a bend in movement. You know what I mean? Not super highly, but it's articulated, alright? But overall, really, really nice set. I definitely love this thing. So, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this Megazord. I think it came out very, very well. And overall, it's just a lot of fun looking at these guys, and go through this wave is just going to be an absolute beauty because there are 22 different Zords to see. So, and there's a whole lot of combos. So before we go, there's an honorable mention. Now, when it comes to honorable mentions, in this video, I showed the elephant, the condor, and the shark. And you guys also seen the first 5. Alright? But since I don't have no reason to not do it, I'm going to show you guys the Hercules Beetle, which is number 9, which is probably one of my favorites. And this is what you would say is the first auxiliary in a sense. We wouldn't count silver and purple because they're kind of in a set with the elephant, but this guy is auxiliary and he is really cool. So without further ado, let's go to the second half of this review. So this here is the blue Hercules Beetle. So I like to call it Hercules Beetle because of the two of Beetles on the side. But this is really, really cool, and I absolutely love this design. So we have these silverish missiles on the side with turbines behind them. There's red eyes. There's a cool cannon on top of the horn. There's a long horn right here, which can also articulate. And these are missiles right here, or so, you know, they're like missiles, man. You get the gist. They're all supposed to fire off missiles, okay? But the horn is also articulated. You can kind of put a curve on it like that. That's how I prefer to keep it like that. So overall, really cool. There's a little bit of head movement right there. Surprisingly, beetles don't move their heads, but this one does. There is articulation on the VTOLs, or propellers, what I can call them. And there's also clicky ratchets, and also there is a missile here and here, and there are thrusters in the back. I love the shell design. It's like this metallic dark gray, but there's also like this sparkly silvery stuff. You see, it's like metallic, and then there's black with gold and blue. It just really fits well. You know, this is a really, really well constructed auxiliary, and I absolutely love it. So there is movement here. These can extend easily for more flight. I don't know. I don't even know, but it can extend. Okay, these things are articulated on a ratchet joint. So let's get this guy combined with the Megazord. So it's actually pretty simple, and I'm not going to do a cutaway. Take off the head, then we're going to rotate these around like that. Yes, rotate these out and around like that. All right. And then we get this piece, which is the head of the Beetle, which also becomes the head of the Megazord. So I pull this down right here, all the way down, and then I get this, and I adjust it just like so, like that, all right? And then here is the head of the Megazord. I don't even know what to call this, but we're gonna call this the Hercules Engine Megazord. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I might throw that in the title. I might put the other Zord title, but I think Hercules Engine Megazord sounds pretty good. I don't know. But that is the cool name for this Zord, and we're about to combine it. So the combination is pretty simple. All you gotta do is, take off the Zord head. Don't fall over, buddy. All right. And then I turn him around, get our VTOL. Move these back a little bit. And then I plug it on. Right dead in the center. Okay, lined up. I just knocked the trunk off. Wow. I think I got a dead center. Yeah, I almost did. I don't even know. I think it's dead center. Alright, but anyway, it's on there. I'm gonna put this back on. we gotta reattach the freaking trunk. It's a really tight joint too. Boom. So now that I got it reconnected, the wings are on, out, and then I'm going to just plug the head on top of the robot, like so, and then I'll come to the back, and that's the problem there. It's supposed to be upwards, like that, dead center. It takes a little lining up, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta get it lined up perfectly with the socket, and then it should fit. Alright, and then this head clicks on the bottom, and these are like thrusters. You see right here, these little pieces, they are like thrusters. Hopefully that all was on camera, but I like to fold it in like that, honestly. Oh, this stupid trunk. Stay on, I keep grabbing it. Alright, so here is the Hercules Beetle. This looks so freaking dope. Alright, don't fall over, but this is the Megazord. It looks so freaking clean, bro. This thing looks absolutely killer. Look at that head sculpt. That is prime head sculpting right there. That dark gunmetal gray just looks so freaking menacing. This is the Zord right here. Alright, this is the honorable mention. I feel like this definitely deserved to be in the video. You turn it around, you can see really, really nice. Really, really nice. It feels so heavy, and it just looks so premium. And trust me, it feels premium too. I freaking love this thing, man. Head articulation is the same. Arms, same. There's a cool little thing that I can do. I can fold these up right here, and they're like shoulder cannons now. Ooh, and then we can also adjust that, so it's like a little shoulder cannon thing. Ooh, I got an even better idea. I'm gonna do that gal thing again, that Megazord thing. Because this is just super fun. I freaking love this lineup, bro. Alright, boom, we got the Megazord thing going on here. Let me adjust. Bring that forward. Alright, boom, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Now, I'm gonna fold it back up really quickly so you guys can get a good look at the shoulder cannon mode without all of the extra gal homages going on. Alright, but here he is with the Beetle formation. There he is with the shoulder cannons, looking absolutely incredible. This is a Megazord for sure. Now, one more thing is I just want to show you the Beetle combined with the other Zord because it is possible. So here it is with the OG Megazord, and this one actually looks really cool too. I'm not gonna lie, this Zord is absolutely awesome. So the Beetle just really makes up for a good chunk of the auxiliaries, and I guess this is the first one that they have access to. And it's pretty cool, it's nice. There are a lot more auxiliary Zords though, trust me. But overall, this Beetle does serve its purpose as being wings and also shoulder cannons. So you can't go wrong with that at all. It looks really good. It really does. This was a great, this is freaking awesome, man. This is so awesome. Let's bring him in, the green guy. And now we got these two standing right next to each other, looking absolutely epic, looking so epic. And just to make it look more epic, the wings can actually, whoa, don't detach now, but the wings do fold up. You guys can't even see, I completely did that off camera, but the wings are now folded up. Compact, but overall really, really nice Megazords. Alright, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. This is Power Bricks with part 2, and I'll see you guys in part 3. I'm signing out. Peace.